So a while back in 2015, I made a video called 10 Things I Like About Taiwan. And if I remember right, one of the things I mentioned was public transport. Public transport in Taiwan, and more specifically in Taipei and New Taipei, is great. I can't repeat that enough, especially as someone who basically grew up without access to it. Now, in Taipei City and in New Taipei City, we have the MRT, which is, well, if you're American, think subway, and if you're British, think underground. And I've seen it since I came here in 2012 till now, slowly but surely expand. And recently up in Danshui district in New Taipei City, there was a new addition, the Danhai LRT, aka the Danhai Light Rail. Technically, the Danhai LRT is not part of the MRT, but it is pretty well tied into the system, having its terminal station connected to the MRT's Hongshulin Station. Anyway, the LRT just officially opened up on December 23rd, and to get people excited about it and familiar with the system, they decided to operate free of charge to riders for the first month. So, because of that, I decided to take my older son Liam out for a little mini adventure and ride the LRT to God only knows where. Where are we going?
To Tamsui.
Yeah? Are you excited?
No, but happy.
You happy? Okay. So, pause. Before I get to our destination and my thoughts on it all, I want to just give some LRT stats, because I think it's worth hearing. For starters, it's an LRT system, not a MRT one, so the trams and all the stations are either at ground level or they're on elevated platforms. When the LRT travels at ground level, it shares the road with other traffic, and it will, like other vehicles, stop at red lights. The LRT at the moment only has one line and 11 stations, but more are set to be built in the future. The LRT cars don't open automatically like the MRT. You have to actually hit a little button to open them. Like I said before, it is free now, but soon it will cost money, and the fares will range from 20 to 25 new Taiwan dollars. Pretty cheap if you ask me. Wait times between the trams is longer than the MRT. It's about 15 minutes if I remember right. And operations end at 10 p.m., which is also earlier than the MRT. The MRT stays open until about 12 or 12:30, if I remember right. And lastly, the construction plans were approved in 2013. The first phase of construction began in 2014. And it was just completed late last year. So from planning till operation, it only took 5 years, which is, if you look at it in context, pretty good. So now on to our personal adventure. We rode from Luzhou MRT station to Hongshulin Station. From there, we had to leave the MRT and transfer to the LRT. Lines just to get in the station were really long, like 30 minutes long. We weren't the only people who wanted a free ride, and the tram cars were packed. We decided just spur of the moment to go from Hongshulin Station, which is station number 1, to station number 4, that's Tamkang University. I really didn't know what was there or how interesting it would be, but we went for it. After we left the station, I jumped on Google Maps on my phone. I did a quick search of the surrounding area and found what looked like an interesting spot. Then we started walking, and it got country-ish quick. There wasn't a lot of traffic, there were little farm plots on either side of the road, and there were some dogs running loose. So you get that country vibe. After what seemed like 15 minutes, we got to the spot. We found some ponds, with ducks and other cool looking birds. Wow, there's a duck pond. You want to see it? Let's go this way. Duckies. See? Quack, quack. And we found this. We found the Beitouzi Water Purification Station, first branch of the Taiwan Water Corp. It probably doesn't look like much, but I'm pretty sure, judging by what I saw, that it was built in the late 1890s during the Japanese colonial period. So actually, this building that we found is quite historic. We don't need to get home yet, pal. Let's keep exploring. What's it say, Go? Oh, wow. It's like an old water pipe in there or something.
I don't see that. I don't see what is that. I don't see. I could not see.
Hold on, pal. I'll pick you up in a second, okay? So there you have it, guys. With no real pre-planning at all, we ended up getting some nature and some history. You never know what you'll find if you just decide to start walking and explore what's out there. So the LRT is nice and clean. When it is fully complete, I can definitely see myself and my family using it when we go north to have fun in Danshui and Bali districts. And like I said, it's really cheap, or it will be. So hey, if you can, jump on and take a ride. Have your own mini adventure like me and my son Liam did. Alright, thanks for watching. Everyone, please remember to comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Oh, and P.S. do me a solid and check out some of these links. Thanks guys for all your support. It really means a lot to me.